I've now worked here for 24 years. I started when I was 17 and I sell vans at the van centre. I've been at the top of the sales league now for 8 years.
My auntie's worked here for about 20 years. When I was at school I did work experience and then a job opportunity come up, so I come for an interview and then lo and behold I ended up here.
Started off at Marshall Motor Group when it was Austin Rover at Jesus Lane, and moved over to Marshall Thermo King about 3 years after starting.
I used to live in Italy and I have got a friend who works here. She told me, I have got a job for you, they need someone. I came to do the interview, I got the job and I stayed.
I've worked at Marshall Nissan for about 7 years since I left school. Well, I had an assessment done to become a Nissan Master Technician and I got the second highest score in the country. It was a nice reward for some hard work.
It's a good company to work for. I can explain it because my father used to work here. There's been four members of my own family who've worked here for many years as well, so it's a good company to work for.
I think family members work at the same place because if a mother or father work for the company, they go home, talk about it, and then the kids pick up on it, and then they feel that they want to work for the company. That's, in our point of view, what me and him decided when my father come home and said, VTR or Marshall are a great company to work for.
I put the feelers out and sent my CV over to the avionics manager, and he's sent an expression of interest of me, and Marshall recruited me and helped me get over to the UK from Australia, which was a big thing for me. It's been great. I've enjoyed myself. So.
I got shortlisted for an Apprentice of the Year competition with DAF, where the first year apprentices were selected down to 10, and then we were given assessments, practical and written, to just judge how well we did the job and how much we'd learn. And I came third overall out of the first year apprentices in the country.
I've worked for Marshall for 42 years now. I think the work has always been varied that I've done here. I've worked in several different departments through the course of the company. It's always been interesting. I've consequently stayed here.
Joined Marshall on a Monday and I was with my colleague here on a Friday, walking around the desert in Shaiba Airport in Iraq.
Joined the company in 1979 as a rookie firefighter, and here I am now at 69, still going strong.
The Marshall customers that come to us, they seem to look for the personal touch. You look after them, you recognise them, you build a rapport with your customers over a period of years, which I've built up over a long time with the customers that we have now.
The biggest thing that impressed me when I came back on a visit was just how competent they were at dealing with program management. And I thought, this is a company that interests me.
I started baking cakes for my colleagues when I was in a very small office, and then the customers heard, and then the guys in the hangar heard, and now it's a regular occurrence. I make cakes most weeks.
I often get asked why I've been here for 20 years. I think they've accepted now that I find the job very interesting. They know I like IT, and I have an interest in military aircraft, and if you add the two together, there's no reason I wouldn't work here.
I haven't invested 3 years of my time not to get anywhere. I'm a hungry sort of chap and I like to go places. So if there's money to be had, I'm here, and the weekends are the best time.
100 years is an amazing achievement for especially a family company like this. I think it all stems from the loyalty of the workforce and the loyalty of the management side of things to the workforce as well.
Customers are looking for excellent service, and also they're looking for a good deal, and you try and help them as much as possible, make sure the experience they have with us is a good experience.
Marshall is such a great place to work for that I can understand fully that people spend most of their working life working here. I can't really see any reason why people would want to move away from that.
My role has changed slightly, as in I've had more and more responsibility. I also do work for other department within Peugeot and help them out, and I'm a team player.
I do feel that there is an emotional pull there, because obviously 17 years I've been working for us. I feel that if I dedicate to my job, then my job gives me back the rewards that apply to that dedication.
I think if you're prepared to get stuck in and roll your sleeves up and really work hard, you'll always enjoy your time at Marshall.
And I have got customers that they go on holiday and they send me postcards. My friends don't send me postcards for when they go on holiday.
I'm trying to get involved in as many different projects as I can to gain experience in what I do. Hopefully I'll be recognised for that throughout my career, and you never know, maybe I'll end up running the company one day.